What's up, you guys? It's Adam Hume here with another 5 meaningful minutes. Hey, I apologize for my lack of uploads, but I was out of town with family on vacation in Montana, and if there's one thing I know about Montana, there's not a lot of reliable Wi-Fi to upload videos. So I'm back, and I'm going to be uploading regularly once again. Thank you all for watching and subscribing, and the feedback I've been getting has been really, really great. So today, I want to talk about support. As you can see, I have some jerseys hanging up behind me. I got some paraphernalia on today to show you what sports teams I support. I'm a big Atlanta Falcons fan. I love United States soccer, and I'm obviously a big LeBron James fan, Cleveland Cavaliers, or actually whatever team LeBron plays for. But I want to talk about support because many of us, we walk around wearing jerseys or items of clothing, hats that let other people know what teams we support. And by wearing their colors or their logo, we are showing our support. We're saying, hey, this is something I cheer for. Hey, this is something that I believe in, maybe. Hey, this is a team that I hope will win. That's what we're doing when we're showing support for these teams. And so you probably, if you're a sports fan, you probably definitely have some clothing or different items that can help show your support to other people. And when people see that, they go, oh, they support this team. They hope this team will win. They cheer for this team. And when I was thinking about that, I was thinking about one of my favorite passages of Scripture, which is from Colossians chapter 3. And it talks about how we as Christians should put on things that we should support. And it contrasts that by saying, hey, we should take off some things that we should not support as believers. So in Colossians chapter 3, starting in verse 5, it says this. It says, put to death, therefore. So get rid of this stuff. Take off this stuff. Don't show your support for these things. And I'm not going to go through all of these things. You can look it up in Colossians 3, starting in verse 5 yourself. But these are some things that we as believers should take off. We should not support these things: sexual immorality, impurity, evil desire, covetousness, which is a fancy word for jealousy, anger, wrath, malice, slander, obscene talk, lying. Man, all that stuff. It's just that stuff right there is stuff that we should not support. So we should not be showing people that we support those things, either by being involved in those things, or by laughing at those things, or by partaking in those things of ourselves. We should be fighting against those things in our own life because we don't want to show our support for those things. So we need to take those things off. But what things do we need to put on? Because walking with God is not about getting rid of things in your life as much as it is about putting good things in your life. And so we see in verse 12, Paul here is telling us about a bunch of things that we should put on in our life to show our support for these things. What are some of those things? Compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, patience, bearing with one another. If we have a complaint with one another, we should forgive one another as the Lord has forgiven us. And above all things, we should put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. And then in verse 15, one of my favorite 3-sentence passages of Scripture, he says, and be thankful. And so, man, as you're getting dressed this morning, or tomorrow morning, whenever you're watching this video, think about what sort of things did you put on today that shows your support for God? What did you put on today that shows that you support the things of God? Do you need to try to put on love? Do you need to try to put on service? Do you need to try to put on humility? Do you need to try to put on compassion? Maybe you need to try on forgiveness today. Man, I don't know necessarily what it is, but when we wear the things of God, we show our support for God. Just like when we wear stuff like this, we show support for the teams that we want to eventually win. Hey, you guys, thanks for watching these 5 meaningful minutes. I hope you have a great day.